The mind is the most valuable territory we possess. It is where our decisions, dreams, and challenges are born. Ancient philosophers, like the Stoics, understood that mastering the mind was the key to living in balance, facing life's ups and downs with wisdom. They believed that as long as we control what happens within us, we will be prepared for any external storm. How many times have you found yourself lost in thoughts that lead nowhere? Fears, worries, and doubts surround us like shadows, and if we're not careful, they can take over. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic thinkers, said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If we let ourselves be carried away by negative ideas, the world becomes a burden. But if we train our minds to focus on what is essential, we find the strength to transform our days and achieve true peace. Today, I invite you to reflect on your own mental strength. How can you become the master of your mind, rather than being dominated by it? Stoic philosophy offers practical tools for this mastery, and that is exactly what we will explore in this text. 9 powerful lessons that can change the way you see life. Before we begin, I want you to declare the following phrase with conviction and confidence. I master my mind. Believe that soon you will be the master of your mind. Declaring and affirming this is powerful. Prepare yourself for this journey, as together we are creating a space to transform thoughts and lives. Choose your thoughts wisely. The mind is shaped by the thoughts we nurture. This simple truth carries immense power. The way you perceive the world, the situations you face, and even how you see yourself is deeply rooted in the thoughts you choose to feed. So ask yourself, what have you been allowing to grow in your mind? Are they thoughts of doubt, fear, and self-pity, or ideas of courage, gratitude, and purpose? The choice is yours, and this choice shapes everything around you. The ancient Stoics taught us that it is not what happens to us, but how we respond to it, that defines our lives. This idea invites us to replace internal criticism with words of encouragement. Have you noticed how easy it is to be your own worst critic? When something goes wrong, the mind tends to amplify the mistakes, creating a scenario of guilt and regret. But what if you changed the narrative? Instead of condemning yourself, how about saying to yourself, I made a mistake, but I can learn and move forward? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. At first glance, this phrase may seem harsh, but it carries a lesson in strength. When you complain, you feed weakness. But when you accept reality and act with logic and calm, your mind begins to strengthen. Think about how many times you faced something that seemed unbearable, but you survived. This proves that you are stronger than you think. Mastering your mind is not about denying difficult emotions, but recognizing that they are like dark clouds in the sky. They come and go. True strength lies in not identifying with them. The next time a negative thought arises, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to what I want, or does it push me away? This simple reflection can be the start of a profound change. Feed your mind with positive thoughts. We're not talking about superficial optimism, but a daily practice of gratitude. Try listing 3 things you are grateful for every morning. It could be something as simple as the sun shining or the sound of laughter around you. Small moments like these have the power to reprogram your mind to see the good, even in difficult times. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a practice. When you actively seek out things to be grateful for, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. This shift in perspective can transform your entire outlook on life. For example, instead of dwelling on what you don't have, you begin to appreciate what you do have. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see the good alongside the challenges. The Stoics believe that gratitude is a form of wisdom. By appreciating what you have, You cultivate contentment and reduce the power of external circumstances to dictate your happiness. When you feed your mind with positive thoughts, you create a foundation of resilience that can withstand life's storms. 3. See challenges as teachers. When you face difficulties, your mind can become a battlefield. Fear tries to take over, and logic seems to hide. But it is in these moments that you have the chance to grow. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." In other words, the challenges you face are not the end of the journey, but the ground where you become stronger. Imagine you are standing before a steep mountain. At first, it seems insurmountable, but with each step, you realize you have the strength to keep going. When you reach the top, the view rewards your effort. The same happens with your mind. Every time you face a challenge with courage and wisdom, you expand your limits and prove to yourself that you are capable. Challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. Each obstacle you overcome is a lesson in resilience, patience, and strength. The Stoics believed that adversity is a necessary part of growth. Without challenges, we would never discover our true potential. So the next time you face a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Practice calm. Amid chaos, mastering your mind also requires the daily practice of calm. This does not mean avoiding chaos, but learning to remain unshaken within it. When something unexpected happens, take a deep breath before reacting. Often our first reactions come from fear or anger, not reason. Try taking a step back and observing your thoughts as if you were watching a movie. Ask yourself, does this thought help me or hinder me? Calmness is not the absence of chaos. It is the ability to remain centered in the midst of it. The Stoics believed that true strength lies in maintaining inner peace, no matter what is happening around you. When you practice calm, you gain clarity and perspective. You become less reactive and more intentional in your actions. One way to cultivate calm is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. It allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. By practicing mindfulness, you create a space between stimulus and response, giving you the freedom to choose how you will act. Discipline your habits. Your mind is like a powerful tool, ready to shape your life. But it needs to be guided with care. Think about it. What you do every day defines who you are. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you neglect it, weeds will grow. But if you cultivate it with discipline and care, something beautiful and productive will flourish. Establishing healthy habits is an act of self-mastery. Choose practices that nourish your mind and strengthen your character. For example, dedicate time to reading. I'm not just talking about reading for fun, but seeking books that challenge you, expand your worldview, and lead you to reflect deeply on your existence. Reading is a way to connect with the wisdom of the ages. When you read, you engage in a conversation with some of the greatest minds in history. You gain new perspectives, insights, and tools for navigating life's challenges. The Stoics were avid readers, and they believed that knowledge was essential for living a virtuous life. Another powerful habit is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, reflections, and goals helps you clarify your mind and stay focused on what truly matters. It allows you to track your progress, celebrate your successes, and learn from your mistakes. Journaling is a form of self-dialogue that can deepen your understanding of yourself and your purpose. 6. Find strength in adversity. Adversity, no matter how cruel it may seem, is a powerful tool for growth. Marcus Aurelius left us a valuable lesson. Everything that happens, happens as it should. This means that even moments of pain, loss, and suffering have a greater purpose. They are shaping you, smoothing your edges, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The Stoics believed that adversity is not something to be avoided, but something to be embraced. It is through challenges that we develop character and strength. When you face adversity, you have the opportunity to test your limits, push beyond your comfort zone, and discover what you are truly capable of. One way to find strength in adversity is to reframe your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger?" By shifting your focus from victimhood to growth, you transform adversity into an opportunity for self-improvement. Another way to build resilience is to focus on what you can control. The Stoics taught that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. When you focus on your own actions, thoughts, and attitudes, you reclaim your power and reduce the impact of external circumstances on your well-being. 7. Cultivate self-confidence. Self-confidence is the foundation for unlocking the power that already exists within you. This is not about arrogance, but about deeply believing in your ability to face whatever comes your way. Start today by making small but firm commitments. When that thought of doubt arises, respond firmly. "I am capable. I can handle this." Self-confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through practice. Every time you face a challenge and overcome it, you strengthen your belief in yourself. The Stoics believed that true confidence comes from within, not from external validation. When you trust in your own abilities, you become less dependent on the opinions of others. One way to cultivate self-confidence is to set small, achievable goals. Each time you achieve a goal, you prove to yourself that you are capable of success. Over time, these small victories build a foundation of confidence that can support you in larger challenges. Another way to build self-confidence is to surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out people who inspire and encourage you. Avoid those who drain your energy or undermine your self-esteem. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and confidence. Turn fear into fuel for growth mastering. The mind is like training a wild horse. At first it resists, challenges you, tries to take you in directions you didn't choose. But with patience, discipline, and consistency, you discover that you can guide it. Fear may appear, but it doesn't have to paralyze you. Sadness may arise, but it doesn't have to consume your hope. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it doesn't have to control you. The Stoics believed that fear is often based on irrational thoughts and assumptions. By questioning your fears, you can reduce their power over you. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And if it does, how will I handle it? Often you'll find that your fears are exaggerated and that you have the resources to cope with whatever comes your way. Another way to turn fear into fuel is to take action. Fear thrives in uncertainty and inaction. When you take even a small step toward your goal, you break the cycle of fear and build momentum. Each step you take reinforces your confidence and reduces the power of fear. 9. Practice indifference to what doesn't matter. The Stoics teach us the art of strategic indifference. This is not about ignoring everything, but protecting your mind from wasting energy on what doesn't matter in your greater purpose. When you choose not to care about what is irrelevant, you are not giving up. You are choosing to win. Indifference is not apathy. It is a deliberate choice to focus on what truly matters. The Stoics believed that many of the things we worry about are outside our control and therefore not worth our energy. By practicing indifference, you free up mental space to focus on your goals, values, and relationships. One way to practice indifference is to ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action. This simple question can help you prioritize your energy and focus on what truly matters. Another way to cultivate indifference is to practice detachment. Detachment is the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. When you detach, you gain perspective and reduce the emotional impact of external events. Mastering your mind is the first step to mastering life. When you conquer yourself, you discover that there is no obstacle too great, no dream too far out of reach. Everything begins within you, the moment you decide it's time to change. So, start today. Master your mind because, as Marcus Aurelius taught us, this is the greatest achievement you can attain. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. If you're ready to cultivate resilience and face life's challenges with grace, subscribe to the Stoics Mindset. Join us on this journey of self-discovery and strength. Together we'll navigate the storms of life with calm and clarity.